So this is going to be a brief screencast video on Adobe Photoshop Text Tool Basics. This relates to the text tool assignment. So here we go. We're looking for a create new 7x5 or 5x7 300 resolution transparent. You can switch these if you want. I like to have the width 7, but it's up to you. Create. All right. Going to the assignment specs here. Create a 5x7, 7x5 transparent. Just did that. Insert any background of your choice. Create it in Photoshop, digital, or Google Images, or both. Really anything you want. I've already prepared an image of my old fish aquarium that popped a seal and began leaking on my floor. So it is no longer in existence. I was able to save the fish though. Long story, I won't bore you with the details. Drop this in. You do not need to use a picture from the internet. It could just be a flat color. It can be anything you want, okay? It's kind of fun to use your own photography though. Make this a little bigger and kind of decide where I want to put it. This guy's my favorite. He's like 6 inches long now. He's huge. A couple of these are dead. Wait, no, these are all alive. Yeah, these are all alive. Okay. I don't know. I'm indecisive. There we go. Perfect. Let's do the saving part already. How do we save this? Did I tell you in here? I don't think I wrote it out. Save as first name, text, tool. Turn in a JPEG when finished. Here's some examples. We'll get to that in a second, though. All right. Okay, I'm actually going to move this blank layer to the top, and I'm going to put in my own gradient too, because I want to. I'm going to use a blending mode to blend it down, just kind of like we did in selection 1. Again, you don't have to do that. Oh, cool. Blending modes create special effects when layers blend with layers below. Kind of like the bottom one. Nope, not that one, this one. More of a blue tinge. That way more emphasis will be placed on my text. T for text. T, the hotkey is T. It will take you to the text tool. Right-click the text tool. You've got horizontal, vertical. For digital design 1, ignore these bottom, the vertical type mask and horizontal type mask. Just ignore those. For now, I'm going to show you the horizontal type tool. So I'm going to click anywhere on my screen. Well, what you don't want to do is this. Don't draw out a text box and then type in it. Okay, I mean, Adobe, it'll allow you to do that, but I'm going to encourage you to do it this way. Watch, just click and let go and type something. These are African cichlids, so I'm going to type cichlids. And once you type it, you can go to your move tool and you can move it around. But really, to make any changes, all right, so I went to the move tool because I want to move this around. I can do Control T, and rotate it, I can flip it. You can do other things in here too. Right click, you can skew to make diagonal. Can you do warp? Warp doesn't really work with text. There's other things you can do by doing Control T and right clicking inside of the Control T. And you can just sort of practice that on your own. But to make most of the changes that you're going to want to make to the text tool, you actually have to be on the text tool to get the options. So again, if you went to the move tool to move it around, you have to go back to the text tool to get the option. So press T again. And now what I'm going to do, T gives you this little icon. I'm going to go right to the edge of the S and highlight it. And now you have these options up here. You have all kinds of options for text. You can change the font. I mean, sky's the limit, man. There are so many fonts with Adobe Creative Cloud. Like, it'll just take too long to show you these. So obviously I'm not going to do that. So you can change fonts there, and then you have your specific font here. Other options here, you can change this. You can change the color by clicking. That's definitely something you're going to want to mess around with. And if you press OK, if you click this little T with the arch, there's all kinds of like warp text things you can do. Arc. You can play around with the options for each one. Arc lower, bulge, shell, wave, flag. Hey, there's one called fish. No, hey, fish eye. Oh, that's cool. What's this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So this is just something you have to kind of experiment with on your own. The purpose of this demonstration is just to show you the options that are out there. I'm going to choose that one. And now I'm going to go to my move tool. I'm going to move it right there. Going even further with this, I'm going to put a layer style effect or special effects on this, just like you did with your shape tool assignment. I'm going to double click the right side of the layer here. And I'm going to put a drop shadow. That's cool. I might even do a stroke. Yeah, I like that. Actually, I'm going to make that a little bit lighter. Ooh, I'm going to click the word stroke and take the size a little bit further. There we go. I kind of like that. Might even put a bevel on it. No, that's too strong of a bevel. Take that down. Chisel hard. Yeah, there we go. So boring text becomes cool, awesome text with special effect. So when you see on the assignment that you're required to put layer style effects, that's what this is. FX button, and it tells you, you can close this, you can open it. It tells you the effects you have on it. You can click the eyeballs and they disappear. From nothing to adding the effects to closing it, I can see that you've put an effect on it because it says FX right here. Sorry, you can see. Again, this gradient is not required, and the background picture photograph is not required. It can be just a gradient or just a solid color. So each layer has to be a different font, and you have to continue using the effects for each layer. It can be different effects, or I would do different ones. So press T again, click, and I'm going to type in I'm going to type in 75 gallon because that's how big. Oops, that's how big this aquarium is. After I do that, I'm just going to highlight this right away. I'm going to do 30, and I'm going to change to a font that's not so boring. Arial bold. I'm going to move this right here. And this one, I'm going to Control T. Right click. I'm going to skew this one diagonal. And I'm going to put another layer style on it. I might do a gradient overlay on this one. If you click it again, you can choose and make your own gradient. You guys already know how to do that. And on this one, I'll put an outer glow. I'm actually going to change the glow color by clicking this white box right here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it even brighter by increasing opacity. Press OK, move it around. How about that? So it's a different typeface or font. This one's Arial bold. It's a different effect. Now I can move on. And for the next one, I'm actually going to look up Nice thing about you guys being on the cloud with Adobe is that you can go to the Creative Cloud desktop icon, which is this little rainbow guy right here. Click that. These are all the fonts that are currently activated in your Adobe Photoshop or in your Adobe apps. If you want to activate more fonts, go up here to the top right, browse more fonts. And it's going to open up in Microsoft Edge. So it's not going to do anything. You have to look down at your computer for the E. That's kind of blinking there. Click, skip and continue, skip. Oh, it's making me sign in or do something weird. Hopefully you guys will be able to get to this. Just press OK. And over here, there's tons of fonts that you can just activate. What about this inline? I'm going to click inline over here, and it's going to load all the fonts that are related to that type of style. I kind of like this first one, View Family. Yeah, these all look great. How about we activate all 5 fonts by clicking that and pressing OK? It's called Boucherie Sans. Boucherie Sans. Boucherie Sans. I'm going to close that out. T for text. Click. Boucherie Sans. Un petit garçon. Voilà un bonbon. Ask me what I just said. I think it's French. Whoa! Highlight. Type B O U Boucherie Sans. Blah 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 blah. This one I'm just going to put a stroke on it because I can. Actually, press T to get the color options. Up here, I'm going to do. Let's do a flag with the Boucherie. Press OK. Yeah, that looks good. Put a stroke on it too. You guys get the idea. This is a stroke. Let's do that. Let's take the size down. Why does it change in the color of everything? I'm just trying to put a stroke on it. Come on, man. There it is. And a drop shadow. Yeah. Go to the move tool. I'm going to move you, Boucherie, down here. I'm going to close that. 3 layers down. 3 different fonts. Different layer styles. Let's go to the project requirements. Located in your Google Classroom. Digital Design 1 text tool assignment. Insert any background, watch the videos, practice as much as you want, guys. Practice on a blank canvas if you want. Create 9 different text layers. 9 different layers. Choose your own words. Keep her clean, eh? Keep her clean, eh? Each text layer using a different font. Each text layer has a different layer style. Rotate, flip, overlap, create diagonal, all that fun stuff. Finally, so why is he making it 9? Because the 10th one is something different. For your 10th layer, you will do a Google search for Photoshop text tutorials. So part of this class is learning how to Google and to find out how to watch a tutorial to learn something. So why not look up a Google tutorial on cool Photoshop text effect? You can type in any search you want, or you can use this one. Again, this one is not required, but if you click this link provided by me, I filtered through some of the bad links. As you know, the internet is full of a bunch of garbage and bad tutorials. It's also full of good stuff, so it's kind of hard to find the good stuff. Sometimes it's looking for a needle in a haystack. How to place multiple images in text with Photoshop. Cool. Ooh, create a gold text effect in Photoshop CC. Hey, fire! Gold, more gold, under the sea. This is very nice. Whatever you choose, you want to choose something that you can, and I think I wrote it here, choose a tutorial that you can complete in 1 class period or less. If the tutorial asks you to download a specific font, don't, because Concord will not give you access. You'll think you can download it, and then when you try to install it on your machine, it'll say access denied. Just find a font in Photoshop that is a close match, or choose your own. You will most likely have to complete the text tutorial using a different canvas and then move it to your assignment canvas when finished. See video in Google Classroom, for example. The video that you are watching right now is, in fact, that video. All right, so if I do this colorful, no, I'm going to do the under the sea. Because, all right, well, this is a video tutorial. So this thing is going to take me through the steps, and it's going to tell you to create a canvas to do this whole thing on. All right, and then when you're finished, you'll save it, or you'll probably put it in a group. It'll tell you how, and you're going to move it onto this. So you don't do the text tutorial on this text tool assignment here. You're going to do it on, you're going to follow their instructions for the canvas they tell you. And then when you've finished, you're going to move it to this. Okay, if you have any questions about Mr. Cook, how do I move my text tutorial, just ask me. I'll just show you. Most cases, it'll be really easy. This one looks like you could probably do it in a class period. Some of these, most of these actually, yeah, this is all one class period, I'm guessing. But if you just go to the internet and type in Photoshop text tutorial, let's say for beginners, 25 amazing text effects tutorials, just because the internet gives you stuff doesn't mean, okay, this right here, for example, the first one, this might take you about a week, okay? This, at least 3 class periods. Again, way too involved, way too involved. This one you might get away with. It's actually pretty cool. I've had students do this one and this one. Too long, way too long, 20 years, a semester, possibly, doubtful. Too long, no, maybe. You just kind of have to open it up and, wow, like, look at that. Yeah. And here, another example, download file, zip file. Just because it's asking you to download something from the internet, it might not be a good file. It may be blocked by Concord. So you might have to look for images that are closely related to what you see in the tutorial. Like, I don't even know if I can access this. First, you have to download the zip file. I'm going to click on this. Extract all, extract. I'm not going to do it. Maybe it'll put a virus on my, like, what is this? Half of this stuff, I don't even know. What's this candy pattern? Candy Christmas glass ball photos. Is that even a JPEG? Unknown font. Yeah. Security warning. See what I mean? Page unresponsive. No. So you might have to find your own images if you choose a tutorial it's already trying to put viruses on this garbage Windows computer. Oh, did I just call a Windows computer garbage? My bad. I take that back. Or do I? All right, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Grading rubric. You get 5 points for each text layer. You need to put the layer style effects on each, 10 points there. And then the tutorial you don't want to skip, that's 45 points, almost half your project, create 100 points. This is the last thing we're doing this 9 weeks. Make sure it's done properly, it's turned in. It's an easy 100 points if you just do these requirements, okay? Easy A, folks. It's just a matter of using your time and getting it done. Cook out.